All right, welcome to your first video lesson tutorial. I'm going to tell you a little bit in this video about the flipped classroom. If you haven't heard this term before, it basically means what it says. Your normal learning that takes place in the classroom is now flipping with what you do at home, and you'll be learning your lessons at home and working on your homework, so to say, in school. So that's the flipped classroom. So we're going to be starting that flipped classroom in our class during math this year, and I want you to know a little bit about what I expect and how you can do it as a student. So this video is going to show us how we watch the videos and how do you take notes while you watch them. So first of all, what do I need to watch the videos? If you're wondering this, when you go home and all I've assigned to you is to watch a video, you want to make sure you have a pencil and a highlighter available. It's a good idea to bring your math binder home because that has your notebook paper. You want to keep your notes from videos right with everything else from a chapter. And third, you need to have some type of technology device that is able to get Wi-Fi. So a computer at home works. If someone in your family has an iPad or a tablet, if mom or dad have an iPhone, or maybe you have an iPod Touch. If it's your own device, awesome. You can tell your parents that you're using it for homework. If it's a device you need to borrow, make sure you're telling them why you need it and that it's not to play a game, but it's to learn a math lesson. Okay? Videos are never more than 15 minutes. I usually try to keep them under 10. So even if you're borrowing a device, you will not need it for very long. All right, so you might be wondering, why are we watching these videos? Well, I have a couple reasons here, and there are many more reasons for the flipped classroom. First of all, video lessons, watching them at home, allow for more work time on assignments during class when I'm there in the classroom to help you. So now you've watched the lesson at home and you're coming to school to work on all of the problems. Instead of getting stuck and have no one to help you, I'm here to assist you. I can also differentiate the assignments I give to students. So if I realize that someone needs a little bit of a challenge, I might give them a different assignment during school. And if someone needs a little more help, I can work with them one-on-one. Also, a great benefit of video lessons is if you're ever absent, you can watch the lesson that you missed. So now you might not have to come in for recess, you might have to not schedule a time with me to go over a lesson, you can watch it on your own. And third, it allows you as the student to hear all of the information about new lessons twice. You'll always see the video and then we'll talk about it again when you come to school. Hopefully hearing it more times and that repetition will help it stick in your mind. So those are some benefits of the flipped classroom. All right, where do you find the videos? You're going to go to my school webpage on the St. Michael Catholic School website. Right under my picture, there are 3 words, my Google site. That's where you're going to want to click. So first the school website, then you click my Google site, which brings you to this site. So I tried to make them look similar. They both have my picture. This is where I keep all of my videos. Right when you get to it, the home screen tells you to click on your grade level located on the left. So over here I have 8th grade math and 7th grade math. You would click on the grade level that applies to you. For example, if I clicked 8th grade, these are all the chapters in our 8th grade math book. Let's say I needed to do assignment 6-1. I would choose chapter 6. And then all the videos for chapter 6 would show up. I might have to scroll till I find my video. Here's my video. I can click it right here. I can make it large screen too to watch my lesson. Now, I found the video. Now what am I going to do? You want to watch and take good notes. Notice I didn't just say notes, I said good notes. If you take poor notes, those are not going to benefit you later. Remember, you're responsible for the learning. So you want your lined notebook paper. You always want to title your notes with the lesson. For example, if I did 6-1, I would write Solving Systems by Graphing at the top of my notebook paper. As I teach you new examples, you want to write down those examples in your notebook for each new concept. So if I taught 4 concepts in a lesson, make sure you have an example of each. Any new vocab words we learn, you want to define those words, or new terms. Anything you think is important, you want to write down in a nice, orderly fashion. I also tell students to jot down question marks by things you don't understand, so when you come to class, you remember what you wanted to ask me about. Don't forget that you have the power of the pause button. Stop the video at any time to write things down, get examples copied down, or say you watch a couple minutes and you don't understand what you just watched. That's time to pause, reverse, and rewatch it. Don't just fly through the lesson and hope that you gain all the information. You might need to rewatch. At the end of every lesson, there's a lesson check. Yours will look different depending on what grade you're watching. These are the problems that I'm assigning, so they all have to do with whatever you just learned. It is your responsibility to complete every problem of the lesson check. However, I do not expect you to get them all right. It's your first time learning the lesson, so I just want you to try your best. We go over these answers the next day, but they are not graded for having them correct. They're graded for having them done. Okay? All right, so when you come to class after watching a homework video lesson, this is what I'm looking for. First, I'll go around and ask everyone to show me their notes from the lesson that are neat and detailed. If I see you're lacking things, I might ask you to rewatch the video. If you do a sloppy job, I might ask you to re-watch the video and take better notes. I'm also looking for your attempt at the lesson check, all of those problems. If you don't have evidence of watching the video lesson, so if you come to me and say I didn't do it, or it looks like you did a poor job, then you are watching it during school the next day and you miss the work time to complete the homework. This means that you're falling behind, because if I assign another video for that night, now you have homework and another video, and it'll just keep piling up. So when I assign those lessons, they do not take very long to do at night, shorter than an actual homework assignment. Make sure you get those videos watched. They're very important. What if you have a technology problem at home and you cannot watch the video? We know that this happens all of the time. I need one of two things from you. Here's my email address. A lot of students email me that night and they say, Miss Michaelis, the video is not working. I keep playing it, but for some reason the Wi-Fi is not working. I cannot get this video to load. If you email me the night before, that is an okay excuse, and I will excuse you and give you another night to watch it. Otherwise, have a parent sign a note, or your planner, or they can email me and just say, hey, my son or daughter was unable to watch the video. Is there another time they can complete this? As long as I hear from you prior or a parent, I have no problem letting you have an extra day. Okay? But I just need that communication. Don't tell me when you come to class. And remember, this is really important. You do not need to be an expert on the lesson after you've only watched it one time. Remember, you're just watching it to get that information, get it all written down. When you come to class the next day, we'll go over everything again, and you'll have time to work. So don't feel like you need to be an expert after only watching it one time. All right? Thanks for watching. I hope this answered some questions about the flipped classroom. Be sure to ask me in the future when any other questions come up. I'm really excited about this online learning experience for you, and I hope you enjoy it as well.